Over the years, Minecraft has gone from simple and linear to one of the biggest video games of all time. The absurd amount of items, features, and entities in Minecraft's latest versions is near infinite and has spawned endless creativity in the player base. Some people create massive builds to show off to their friends, others meticulously attempt to complete the game as fast as possible, and then there's the PvP community. These players, unsatisfied with the limited skill ceiling of the main 7 game modes that Subtiers has to offer, have created Subtiers consisting of 10 new unique kits, often referred to as fake game modes. I'll be learning each of these on the fly with some exceptions. That's right, we're starting from scratch again. If you're in the dark, myself and many others have made videos about tier testing in the past, but it's essentially an unofficial way to gauge the skill a player has in different game modes. The kits I've had some experience in are Speed, Diamond SMP, and Bow, the game mode I originally tested in and the reason I started tier testing in the first place. While I was previously high tier 4, I haven't touched it in a long time. If I can manage to get tier 4 again, I'll be pretty happy. This is Freaky Fang. He'll be testing me in Diamond SMP and OG Vanilla. While I have some experience with one of these game modes, I've only ever played OGV once. If I can manage to get high tier 4 or above in both of these, that'd be more than fine. Moving on, I'll be testing in speed. I received low tier 3, as the Discord allows you to transfer your sword tier directly from MC tiers, so my goal was to get high tier 3. Speaking of, the link to the Subtiers Discord is in the video's description if you're interested in testing in any of these.
Now.
You're probably wondering why I'm going through these tests so quickly and not even mentioning the tiers I've received. The truth is, I'm planning to retest every sub-tier game mode in a month. Ignoring how my testers perceive my current skill, I'm completely focused on learning the game modes as quickly as possible. After all, I can always improve whatever tier I'm given down the line. Thus, I'd like you to try and guess what tiers I got in each kit. Next up, I'll be playing 3 modes which are the bomb. Get it? Because there's explosive. Leave me alone! These are Creeper, Cart, and Bed. Honestly, I don't care how poorly I play in these. I just hope I can learn something new for the next time. you're familiar with my Crystal PvP history, I'm sure you're unsurprised by how poorly my performance in bed PvP and cart went, sorry. But why am I kinda cracked at Creeper? My tester completely dunked on me, but reached out afterwards and offered to teach me unprompted. After a short session with Frog King, I'm confident I can get Lucio 3 next time I test in Creeper. I practiced my beds, acquired a new keybind, and as for cart, I'm likely going to treat my next test like I'm playing Netbot. I ain't learned all that. The remaining game modes I had to test in were Iron Pot, Manhunt, and Mace. We'll start with the latter, as I've actually watched someone play it before. Here's the problem. This is my tester. He's ranked the past 5 players at Low Tier 5, that is not a joke. Ever since I tested on MC tiers, I've given myself the advice to focus on my own improvement and not the tier I get. I needed this mindset right now, as I completely expected to receive Low Tier 5 no matter how well I played. I'm a YouTube viewer just as much as I'm a creator, and so I understand how annoying it can be, but I'd like to ask you to subscribe. Hear me out, let's make a deal. When I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'll be doing a video involving you, my viewers. If you're interested in being there, make sure to join my Discord linked in the description. If you ever stop enjoying my content, you can always unsubscribe. Time to get Iron Pot out of the way. If you know me, you're probably surprised to hear that I don't like this kit. After all, the main game modes I'm interested in are Diamond and Netherite Pot. What's not to like about this kit? It has gapples, it has XP bottles, it has healing potions, and oh, it's Speed 1. I hate Speed 1. By the way, did you notice my Iron Pot test just ended? I had all 3 rounds playing in the background while I explained the kit to you. That's how poorly it went. We are not gonna talk about it. Manhunt kit is essentially...
What?
No, not that. Manhunt is essentially UHC, a kit you're probably familiar with if you saw my last video. Rather than being unable to regenerate naturally, this game is all about healing yourself with saturation and saving your limited golden apples for aggression. I'll be facing the randomizer for this test, the #1 player on Subtiers. As long as the server we're playing on doesn't crash during my test, everything will be fine. Okay. We decided to reschedule the test and start the score from 0. Here's how that went. That concludes the end of my Subtiers test, but it isn't the end of the video. In fact, I still have 2 more kits to test in. Shieldless UHC and Ice PvP. I've had prior experience in both of these, and while they aren't currently part of Subtiers, I'm hoping they can make it on. I've played Hoplite a fair amount, so I expect it to be decent. However, you are unironically about to see one of the worst performances I've ever displayed in my 1.9 career. I don't think I've ever been more out of it.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn little ass on.
What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at? I'm just gonna take a moment to erase that from my memory. Done.
Thank you to Ericun and Sneepkey for letting me test in Shieldless UHC. Well, tests were closed, and I am so sorry I played this badly. Hopefully when tests are open, I can retest in the next video. Lastly, I'll be testing an Ice Sword. Yes, I know there's Ice Pot, but we're keeping that for the next part. My final test of the video is Kuma, and I'm expecting to take a few rounds here since I've played Ice in the past. With all that said and done, let's get to my results. Pause now if you don't want to be spoiled. These are the tiers I received, and you can check subtiers.net to see each respective tier list. I got high tier 5 in Shieldless UHC, and in Ice Sword, I achieved high tier 3, which marks the first time I've gotten it in any game mode. I still plan to get high tier 3 in Speed, Diamond Pot, and especially Neth Pot. Thank you to Freaky Fang, the randomizer, Ericun, Rickafam, Kuma, and so many other people in this awesome community for helping me out. And as always, thank you for watching.